Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Salina's Kitchen. With it being holiday season, I've been scrolling through TikTok and YouTube shorts, and all over my feeds are like different side dishes, different cookies to make for the holidays, different candies and things like that. And I saw I didn't know you can make these at home, which I guess I just never thought about making them at home. You can make peppermint patties at home. And it doesn't look that hard. So we're going to do it together for the very first time. You know, I like to make these videos without ever trying the recipe before I do it, which could mean a flop. But it is what it is. We're going to do this and we're going to have fun. But that's okay. I'm very, very excited about this one. Not to mention, we're also doing dinner at my parents' house tonight, so I was thinking I could bring it over for a little sweet treat, dessert. It's gluten-free, so my mom can have it even. So that's bad news is, I think I'm allergic to peppermint. Never like officially diagnosed, but sometimes my throat does close up a little bit. I have a hard time breathing when I'm eating peppermint, so we'll see how this goes. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to eat it. We'll see. This is all stuff that I already have at home. The first thing we're gonna do is work on the actual peppermint patty. What you're gonna need for that is powdered sugar, sweetened condensed milk, and peppermint extract. 3 ingredients, that's pretty simple. This is what we're gonna do. In my mixing bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. Let's see here. Wow, that's so satisfying. Is that 1 whole can? I wonder if I sprayed this, if it would have been better. Just so we use every last little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop the rest out of here. 1 cup. Next, you're gonna use a 1.5 teaspoons of peppermint extract. That stuff is strong, so I wouldn't recommend going any more. Like vanilla, I measure with my heart. This one, stick to what the recipe says. It says we're gonna slowly add about 5 to 5.5. Whoa, that's really strong peppermint scent. Slowly add 5 to 5.5 cups of powdered sugar. Can't forget my paddle attachment. I guess you could do this with your hands, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's watch this come together. Okay. I think I need to work it with my hands, but it's forming into a really nice dough. Let me wipe off my surface first. We're gonna need to lay out a nice bit of parchment paper onto the counter. Sorry for how loud that was. Sprinkle with a little bit more powdered sugar. I only used 4.5 cups in the dough. Okay, this is kind of gritty. Is it supposed to be this way? Guess we're gonna get some sort of an arm workout in today. Ooh, okay. Oh, I wonder if I just rolled it out like this, if it would just smush everything together. Because that's the next step anyway, is rolling this out as flat as we can. Or maybe doing this and then mixing it up again. I don't know. It's not perfect, but it's gonna work. I have this glass from my wedding. I wanted to see how it looked if I went ahead. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, part of it came undone, but it looks pretty good. Okay, we'll stick with that. I'm gonna need some sort of pan to put it in the freezer. So let's cut these out, put them on here so they harden. That's how thick mine are. Probably a little too thick. Memories going to the grocery store as a kid. You know in the checkout lines how they have the candy there? I remember every so often my parents would let me get one of those York mint patties that were there. Literally my favorite thing in the world. That's like a core childhood memory right there. I already have a full tray. I'm gonna try and do this again. See if I can get a little bit more. But man, this stuff is crumbly. Let's just hide those crumbles and see if that works. This is like chaotic. I don't even know what you call this. It's not really cooking. It's not baking. Candy making? Okay. I got another 10 out of it. I didn't see instructions on how long to put them in the freezer. It said till they're hard. So let's do an hour. It hasn't even been an hour. It's probably been like 30 minutes, and they're nice and firm, and that's what we're looking for. So 30 minutes was perfect. Now I am going to melt my chocolate chips. Honestly, just gonna do it in the microwave in like 10-15 second intervals. I'm gonna do 4 cups of chocolate chips. Whatever chocolate chips you have work. I only have semi-sweet, so that's what we're gonna use. And then you're also gonna add a teaspoon of Crisco. 1, 2, 4. Go does not seem like enough. We'll just go with it and see how it goes. Alright, go take it to the microwave. Okay, it's melted. This took a while. It's pretty thick still. I don't want it to get hard, so we're gonna get started. I saw that they used forks for this, but basically we're gonna stick one in there. Hello? Whoa. That's so cool. Do this about 20 something more times. Here they are. This is them, the peppermint patties. Let's take a bite. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate for one little thing. That's real good. Babe, you want to try it now with the chocolate?
Let's try a bite of that one. I gotta get up. I'll make it up. Let's try a bite of this one.
I had a couple plain ones. I had him try it. He wasn't a fan. That's okay. Try this one.
A little better.
He also doesn't like peppermint. I still think this would be a really fun treat to add to your cookie, like if you make cookie Christmas tins to give to your friends. This would be fun, something fun and different to add inside. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!